Hi friends, welcome to the next Myrdock Makes. Over the lockdown, I got a little bit obsessed with abstract calligraphy, and I decided I kind of wanted to put two of the things I love most together. So I wanted to capture a little bit of that calligraphy style in a leather tooling piece. So I'm gonna make myself a bracelet from a naked wrist. Let's see how it goes. I did very little swivel knifing on this project. If you want the tooling to sit really far forward on the piece, you can swivel knife a really deep line. But when you bevel, it's going to show a little bit of the leather's core. There's a lot of people out there who hate the sight of the leather's core, and often it makes a pretty gunky kind of antiquing job if you don't do it carefully. On the flip side, there's a beautiful organic effect to be had when you keep the swivel knifing minimal and focus on your tooling. So that's what I chose for this project. So here I'm going to change up my usual process. Ordinarily, I would put a layer of satin finish over the whole piece and let it set overnight. This will fully cure the finisher so that later the antique gel will rub completely off the surface of the main design and sit in the cracks of the background. And that's where you get your highlights. I found this finish when I was working on our upcoming show, Ready to Roll. I wanted a really antiqued pitted copper look, and I found a great way of getting there by putting on a dark primer, a very thin layer of copper instead of a couple of layers, no finish to set, and then I put the antique gel on right away. By rubbing off the antique quite aggressively, I got the highlights I wanted, but the antique and the copper blended a little bit and even wore thin enough in places to just barely reveal the dark primer. Usually this would be considered not a great process because I'm revealing the primer underneath and I didn't do enough overcoat on my copper layer. But this result is a lot less clean and sometimes you want that effect. Okay, I did a dumb thing and I forgot to record. So what you missed was I trimmed it out and I sanded the edges a little bit on the back. So that's what we've got. And now I'm gonna burnish, finish the edge, don't think I'm gonna be able to burnish it right to a nice sheen and then dye, because I'm using a soft leather in behind, so I'm probably just gonna acrylic paint the edge. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really like this finish, this antiqued copper. I love the antique gel by Indelible Leather Finishes. I'm also really glad that I got to unite a couple of things that I'm passionate about, which is obviously leather tooling, but this newfound passion for abstract calligraphy. The next video is a large-scale painting, the first I've ever done, so I can't wait for you guys to check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you thought, any information that may have confused you or any other questions that you have, and maybe other kinds of projects you want to see in the future.